Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. In the last,
Recording started.
yeah, recording started. In the last session, we were seeing methods, right? I have added a few more methods, and a method generally will have an argument and return type. So, with the permutation combination of that, we created some 3 or 4 methods on the day. Here, the method 1 will not receive anything and won't return anything. That's the method 1. And a method will have a scope specifier and then the return type and the method name. Static is a additional point of defining the method, how it will behave like that. And this one will receive argument and won't return anything. This method 3 will return a value but won't receive anything. Method 4 will do the both. It will receive a argument and it will return a value, and it returns a string. And this one will read your name and it will return your name. This one will add a prefix to your name and return that value. That's up to this is what we saw on that, I think. And while handling methods, we can pass values of 2 types, by reference and by value. By reference is that you pass a value. By value means that's what we have been doing. The variable which you pass will not get affected in the passing part of the code. Whereas when you pass by reference, even if you change anything to the variable inside the method, that will get reflected in the calling method and called method, both the parts. And actually I will come to this after showing you a demo. And I think up to this you are clear, up to 4th method. Am I right? Hope you understand up to this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. See, we have a variable inside the main called age, and we pass a value and we initialize it with 30. Now I am printing it here and it will print 30. Then I call the method pass by value and I pass this variable and then I print the value. And then I call the method pass by reference and pass the value and then print it again. We shall see up to this. If you go into the pass by value method, I am setting it as 35. In the pass by reference, I am setting as 44. Initial value is 30. So, are you aware of a concept called pointers in C++? Have you used pointers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me what is a pointer variable?
Like reference variable, right?
What? Can you come again?
Like reference variable, right?
Yeah, it's like reference variable.
Yeah. Actually, using pointers, we can actually locate the memory of that particular variable, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it will point to the memory location itself directly. So it will be reference will be somewhat similar to that one, not exactly, but similar. Here the initial value was 30, then passing by reference we modified it as 35, but still it is printing as 30. So if you pass by value, that stays within the method only, and it won't affect the calling part. Whereas if you pass it as a reference, then it affects both the places, and we set 44 by calling by reference, and that got reflected inside the main also. So, and we have one more option called reference is of two types, normal reference and the output parameter. So we have two options. They both are of reference type, and reference is used when the calling code needs the value updated, and reference parameter need to be initialized. We can't leave it as a blank value. We have to initialize that, but the output parameter is not, as it specifically meant for an output value. You need not initialize that one. The out parameter value should be sent inside the calling method. You have to set your value as it is output parameter. You have to do some operation and pass the output to the output variable. Whereas reference you need not set any value. Reference is bidirectional. You can set while passing and inside the method. Output parameter is unidirectional. This is the difference between these two. Apart from this, both are same. So I have a method called method using output parameter. In both reference and output parameter, you have to give the keyword ref and out before the variable. Both in the definition and calling declaration sort of usage also you have to set this. So here in the method using output parameter, I am receiving the birth year and I am returning the age. So current year is 2021 minus the birth year. I return the output parameter as age. I will set the output parameter as age. Yeah? So instead of returning, we can set it like this. See, it's coming as 31. I have fixed it as 2021, but here I am passing it as the age 30. What is the latest value we set? That will be the age number, and 2021 minus that number will be the return value, that is 31. I hope it is clear. I think. Do you have any doubts in this?
No.
Okay. Methods we'll be seeing in different parts with different features. And recursion, this is not important, but as given it as there, I am showing you. But it's not suggested to use recursion. Recursion, if you use properly, you have to be clear with the looping and exit strategy and all things. Otherwise, it will go into endless loop. Recursion is a concept where a method is called by itself. That is called recursion. Here I have a method, two methods, one without recursion and one with recursion. Both returns the Fibonacci value of the number you are passing. Final Fibonacci value of the number you are passing. Hope you know the Fibonacci logic. First number will be 0, second number will be 1. Then we will be adding those two, and it goes like that. And here, so you are setting first number as 0, second number as 1, and if it is less than 2 means either should be 0 or 1, so we return the same number. And for rest of the things, we are starting a loop from 2 to n, and the logic is we add the two numbers and set as a variable, and we swap the first number and the second number we swap, and the final summed amount we pass it as a second number, then we return the final sum. Here what we do is we are calling the Fibonacci with recursion method inside this, and it will loop through, and if it is nth value it will return, otherwise it will do n minus 1 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 1, and it will return that value. So I am calling these two methods inside the main. See, first I am passing 5, then 15. 15th final Fibonacci 16. This is also a straightforward thing. Hope you won't have any doubts here.
Yeah,
We
can you
won't-
explain it once again?
Yeah.
Especially the second one.
Second one, yeah. See, you are passing a number n. If it is less than 2, we return the same number as we do in the earlier method. And we return Fibonacci. This method is called again. So it will return Fibonacci of n minus 2 plus Fibonacci of n minus 1. You have to write down manually, and you have to check like that. See, for example, I am passing Fibonacci number 15 I am passing. So first time it will see n 15 minus 2 plus 15 minus 1, it will sum up and return. Then it will go on in the loop, and until the n becomes 0 or 1, so that until that it will add, and the final number will come.
Okay.
You can put a breakpoint and loop through and check, it will get hit, and you can add, you can see.
Okay.
You put a breakpoint here and check.
Okay.
Yeah.